Hey everybody, just coming to you real quick with a short video just to touch on this past year, what we're looking forward to this coming year, some of the gear that we've gathered as we're headed into the 2023 fishing season here in a couple months. We're in East Tennessee. It's still cold. I'm planning to get out there, but it's still cold. And give a little bit of an explanation as to why we kind of disappeared there for a little bit. I'll start with that, I guess. I'm a counselor, and I needed to take a state licensure exam. And I had to study for that for a while. It's an expensive exam and I didn't want to fail, so I kind of put things on the back burner, focused on that. But we've got exciting stuff coming, so let's get into it. First, the stuff behind me right here, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so we've got, of course, our stick baits we've been making for a while. We picked up this beautiful mold here right before Christmas, Punch Bug. We got it in our fire crawl color there. I need to find a new name for that because I think that somebody makes a fire crawl color. We made some of this green pumpkin purple, more of that. This is another new mold we've picked up. Beautiful little hooktail worm here, and it's girthy. You can see that. I really like that. I'm looking forward to throwing that and then shooting more. Some more of those, green pumpkin purple. This one, I'm trying to duplicate a color that I saw that I want to get close to and then make some changes. It just ended up being a dark red bug. Let me see if it's better here. It's just like a dark red bug, but I'm looking for more of like a plum color, so I'm gonna have to order a pigment for that one. But this was all from one session of making bait last night, so good output for that. We picked up a couple new molds. So for that, we picked up two of the big new worm molds, and one of the punch bug molds, and one of the stick bait molds. So we have two of those now. That makes it so that when I run a set of plastic, it's all going to go in the same bag, so I can ensure color consistency within a bag and all that. You're not going to get a bag where maybe the green pumpkin isn't quite as deep on some of them, because with the handmade there is some variation. You just can't avoid it. But having the ability to make sure that when I make a cup of plastic, it all runs at once, I can make sure you've got consistency within the bag. So pretty cool. That's kind of the biggest development on the front of the bait making and the tackle business, which we're planning to get a shop for up and running here shortly. Hold up, stop. Between the time that I filmed that video and I'm editing that video, we actually launched the store and it's live now. Link's going to be down in the description, dadfishtackle.com. All those baits you saw just a few seconds ago, you can go buy them right now, plus others. Get over there. We're also going to be selling sample packs if you just want to try out a few, and mystery packs. All that's coming to the store as quickly as possible. If you are interested, get over there. And now get back to the video. I'm going to move those trays and we'll look at some of the tackle that I picked up at the end of the last year, and then talk about what we're going to be doing this year. Last year was really good for us fishing wise. Tons of new species. We got to do our first saltwater fishing trip, caught a shark, caught a redfish, like a bull redfish, caught a red drum, caught a ton of little new saltwater species, hardhead catfish, mangrove snapper, pigfish, pinfish. It was a great trip to Florida. And then on the Tennessee side of it, caught our first smallmouth. Then we also made it up to Michigan and caught our first northern pike, pretty decent sized one as well. So it was my goal for this past year, for 2022, was to catch new species in new places with new lures, and I did that. Check all the boxes. One of the things I'd like to do is get a map of the states up somewhere here in the tackle cave here. And be able to write in each state what fish I've caught there, and we would be able to knock off Ohio and Michigan as places we have caught a fish. We caught some bluegill in Ohio, like on our trip up north. We caught bass and we caught pike in Michigan, and then we made our trip down south and we caught obviously a ton of saltwater species fish. So that was super fun. This year, I really want to expand on that going into 2023. I want to spend time when we're down in Florida this year really going after some bigger fish and maybe doing some surf fishing for some pier fishing and not just doing the fishing off the dock there. I want to do that too. We'll still do the night fishing, but I'd love to catch a bigger shark, and I really want to go after the snook. I really want to catch a snook. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. We're still putting together plans for that. But let's look at the new tackle that we're going to be taking into this season of fishing with us, because, you know, I also broke my PB, my largemouth. We got a 4-pound 3-ounce or 4-pound 2-ounce largemouth, and that's my biggest largemouth. And I want to break that this year. So let's look at our bass tackle we've got here and see what we're going to be working with as we go to get a larger fish. If you're an angler, then you know how it is. Like, what do you ask for Christmas? Fishing lures. Bait. I didn't really ask for soft plastics because I'm making my own, and I want to get the molds to be able to make pretty much all the soft plastics I use. Obviously, I'll make some exceptions, but we'll start with this. We got an umbrella rig here, the Flash Mob Junior. I haven't used it yet. I haven't used any of this stuff yet. We got this because I do want to go hunt for some stripers. We've got some jigs for that, the Money Head jigs. Sling blades. This might be my favorite spinner bait. I really like the sling blades. So we got one of those. We got some little inline spinners. These are actually Eleanor, so they'll go in her tray. She loves the Vibrax Blue Fox, and she loves it in this pink color. And honestly, the panfish and the small bass love this as well. Got a Contender Junior, like Junior Contender, I guess. Baby bass color. You know, bass are cannibalistic. They're going to crush this. I'm really looking forward to throwing this during the spawn, during bedding season. When they're on those beds, just bring this through. Let's see, what else here? We got, Wrap X, or X-Wrap. I wanted a couple of these because I want to use them in the saltwater, but I also know, like, this color is going to get destroyed pre-spawn as they're feeding up. And we got it in another shad pattern. But I know that we can take these down to Florida with us and probably catch some good fish on those as well. Got a clutch, a little lipless. And we got another lipless, Bill Lewis rattle trap. Those are old lures, I don't know why they're in there. But I didn't ask for or buy any more cotton cordels. I really like the format on the cotton cordel, the way it's shaped, the action in the water. But for some reason, the hooks on it, I just lose so many fish on the cotton cordel lipless crankbait that I have, like the Super Spot. I have not purchased anymore. Now I have changed hooks on some of them, and they work fine. Once you change the hooks, something to do with the hooks that come stock on them, just don't keep the fish pinned, and I will lose fish all the time. So we went with the rattle trap, and I wanted to try the Guggen clutch. I've heard good things, and I thought this would be a good pattern for it. I like all the Guggen products I've used so far. I've liked. Their soft plastics are pretty good. The hard baits, I do really like what I have used. The soft plastics are a little less durable than I would like, but that's that sacrifice for action, you know. Unless you're using like an Elastec style plastic, you're not going to get that really finessey action unless you sacrifice some durability. I can show you an example. My lures here, they're still very durable, but like, so this, and let me grab this. So we've got these two right here. I need the light to work here. So we've got this. It's a much firmer plastic, and it's because it's made out of a blend that is specifically for a more durability and a little bit less action. But it's okay for this because you've got the claws and everything are real thin. But then you look at the stick bait here and look at the bend in that, the action. It's a little bit less durable because it's a softer plastic. It has less resin in it, you know? And so it's going to get more action when you're doing that slow fall and you're bouncing it. Like, that's what you want out of a stick bait. In my craw, I want to be a little bit more durable so I can punch it through that vegetation and pull it back out without it falling apart after 1 or 2 casts. We're getting lost in the rabbit hole. But speaking of Googan, let's look at the last big piece of tackle here. It's a Mondo kit. I know tons of people have unboxed these. Tons of people have done slams on these. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do a slam. I'm going to open it here. You already know what's inside it. I mean, it's right there, right? You got a flat banger, a zinger, a juicy jig, and a crack and crawl, and your sun mask. But I thought it'd be interesting to look at the colors that this came with, because the colors do change box to box, and then why I'm excited about these colors. So, real quick, we get this out of the way. There's the sticker, and there's the mask. I've already opened this, obviously. And then let's see what we've got. So we've got a juicy jig, and we've got it in a pretty natural color here. They call this color Cowboy Craw. But this is going to be good right now as we're in winter. I can go ahead and throw this, so I'm excited to try and throw this around. We have a flat banger, which I had this exact lure and lost it on Lake Douglas. Got it snagged in rocks and broke it off. But we've got a shad pattern, so that's going to be good too. Whites are good in the winter, obviously, but having that shad pattern all throughout the year, that's going to be good. If you know me, you know I love my spinner baits. We have a bluegill style pattern. They actually call it bluegill. We have a bluegill style pattern, which is going to be great. And we got a silver blade and a gold blade. You know, you want that gold blade for dirtier water, silver blade for clear water, but having that combination there is not going to be bad. We got a dark profile here, that subtle bluegill look. And I'm really interested to see this in action, to see if how well it keeps the line from sliding and how long that little band there lasts. We got that. And then last, we got our Kraken Craws. We've got it in the California Craw color, which is like a red, and I think that's green pumpkin or maybe black. I think it's green pumpkin. And you can see the undersides of the lures are more glittery than the top side, so they're a laminate shot so that the back side of it will be more glittery, which is cool. And it should pair decently well with this jig if we go to throw that. So all in all, pretty good haul for Christmas, Hanukkah, for my family, being able to, you know, I put on my list, like I want to stock up on tackle. You know, you lose things throughout the year when you're fishing. That's just part of the process. You are going to break stuff off. You're going to get stuck in trees and logs, and as much as you try to get all of it back, you're just not going to be able to retrieve everything. Plus, your hooks get dull, and maybe you don't sharpen your hooks. You know, if you're not somebody who wants to sharpen your hooks, or you want to try something new. Like I've wanted to try a zinger for a while, so I'm excited to be able to try a zinger, and I want to be able to throw some more swim bait. So having a junior contender, you know, I can feel like I could throw this on my standard medium heavy, or I could probably toss it on my big swim bait rod and throw it around as well. But yeah, well, tons of good lures. I'm really excited to get them loaded up in the trays so that we're ready. I'll give you a sneak peek at something that's going to be coming down the line video wise here. Let's just a quick sneak peek. So I bought this, so I'm about to show you. I bought it off of somebody who had, it's kind of like a yard sale. They were selling out stuff from a storage unit. So I'll show you. I'm just going to give you a peek inside it because I'm saving it to do a video where we're not going to do a slam on it, but we're gonna fish with what's in it only and see what we can catch probably out of the farm pond. But let's just take a peek. Look at that old Plano box, dual layered. Just a quick peek, that's all. Lock that up for safety, and then there's the second layer here. Just a quick peek. You have to wait. I have looked through it a little bit, not entirely, because I wanted to make sure that it was worth buying. And I know some of the lures will need new hooks before we use them. I do happen to have some hooks, so we're okay on that front. But I paid $10 for it. The tackle box itself is shot. It's broken. It's gone. And from what I've seen, there's a lot of lead in the box. So it feels heavy, but there's a lot of lead that is going to get thrown away. But there's a handful of hard plastic lures that seem to be good quality and in decent condition. So we're going to give those a shot. And then I've got some videos already edited and prepped that'll be releasing over the next few weeks that are from this past fall and winter period. And then we're going to start shooting videos again. I'm planning a carp fishing trip because it's winter and going out. Carp will still eat in the winter, so let's see if we can catch some carp, catch our first carp. It'd be a great way to start 2023 with a new species off the bat. So that's it. I'm going to stand here and ramble unless I hit the stop recording button and go edit this. So I'm going to get the new tackle loaded, and we will be all set for a great 2023 season. We'll have an online store coming soon for the soft plastics. I'm trying to get some momentum on that. I've got plans. I'm going to be at the Bassmaster Classic in March in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's on the Tennessee River this year. I will be there, so be there. If you see me, make sure you say hi. Come up and let's chat or hang out for a little bit. I might bring some sample packs to hand out. I don't know if they would let me in with those. I got on the wait list to be an exhibitor, but I think that it's already full. So maybe next year. But I will be at the Bassmaster Classic. I will be there cheering on Scott Martin, see if he can finally bring home that trophy. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this hopefully short kind of recap on 2022 and looking forward to 2023, what we really want to get done. We want to do some more fishing up north, we want to do some more fishing down south, and we want to nail a good PB smallmouth and a new PB largemouth. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff, and I will catch you all next time.